What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and I'm gonna be showing to make your horse zoo enclosure. Man, has it been a while since we've done one of these. I kept forgetting about it, and then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make one today. So, yeah, here it is. I don't have a ton to say about it. It's a thing. It exists. Here it is. Yeah, I guess with that being said, enjoy the tutorial, and I will catch you on the flip side. Alrighty, so the space you're going to use this is an 18 by 17. And the materials we will be needing to start off are yellow terracotta, actually for probably the outside entirely, although I can't confirm that because it's kind of weird this time. Black stained glass panes, black stained glass blocks, dark oak doors, now this is where things get a little interesting. Spruce planks, birch planks. We'll go, I guess, black wool next. That seems logical. Gray terracotta. I don't know. I'm just kind of naming things that I know we need. Hold on. Let me get out my image real quick to make sure that I get a good last one, because you got to make it count. Either black or white concrete. It really doesn't matter, because we're going to literally use one and then use the other instantly after. So I'll just do white concrete first. I probably should have done black first, but it's okay. Now, if you happen to have the entire squad like I do, just had to make sure I did that right. What my recommended spot would be is a 16 block gap from this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. If that doesn't matter, well, obviously if that's where you're going to start, that 17th block, that's this one. If it doesn't matter to you, you're going to start from the front left-hand corner and count back by 2, and going right, you want to place 2 yellow terracotta, 14 black stained glass panes, and then 2 yellow terracotta. Go back at the right with a dark oak door, and then 13 yellow terracotta. And then from there, you just want to connect that back right corner across the back, and then forward to the front left-hand corner, like so. So that'll give you a rectangle, like that. Now, contrary to what we normally do, I'm going to start with the back. Now, you'll see why in a little bit, because the front gets a little bit wonky, and if we have the back, we can basically use the back to mark out some things with the front. It's just more logical to get the actual shape down first. So coming from the back, really the directions don't matter that much on this. Let me make sure I got this number. Yeah. You want to bring this entire back row of yellow terracotta up with 7 additional rows of yellow terracotta. Hopefully everyone is having a good day or night. I am for the most part. It's Tuesday, which means it's the day you're seeing the Alpha 1. I'm actually recording this one a lot sooner because, you know, it's nice to get another one of these out because it has been a hot minute. Also, if it matters, actually, hold on, I'm gonna not say that right now. Then what you want to do is you want to place 3 more rows of yellow terracotta on top of that, but each row wants to be 1 shorter off either side from the previous row. So that's the first row. Oops, that's the first row, that's the second row, and then we'll have the 3rd row. I'm just making sure these numbers are right, because again, it has been like 6 years. That is also right. There you go, there's literally the back done. Now, you can bring up to this block, at the right and the left, you can bring the yellow terracotta forward. Hold on, let me actually confirm this real quick with the other side, because I might tell you to do something different. No, I'll just tell you to bring the entire wall. Now, at the right side, when you do this, left side, just bring it all forward. That's pretty simple. At the right side, when you do this, you want to, at the very top row, which I'm going to show you right here, at the very top row, just when you reach this row, you'll place a black wool at the front left-hand corner, and the rest of it will be yellow terracotta. I know that's weird, but it'll make sense later. I.e. when we do the front, which is not my problem. Well, it's my problem, like, in about 15 seconds. But right now, it's not my problem. Also, don't forget to place yellow terracotta on top of the door and in front of the door. That would kind of be logical. Anyway, there you go. Okay, now, we'll start from the top left-hand corner at the front. That seems reasonable. From this block here, you want to place right of it, you want to place a gray terracotta. Kind of ignore this block. It's sort of a placeholder. Now, we need it here, but I'm making it a placeholder because we're just going to bring stuff back. It'll make more sense later. You want to bring that forward with another gray terracotta, so this is where the actual business starts. You want to bring that right with 4 spruce planks. Then you come back to that gray terracotta and bring it up by 3. So obviously the front one, because the back one doesn't matter for now. Take the middle 2 of that and bring them right with a gray terracotta, and then you kind of want to fill in the rest of this rectangle with spruce. So these 2 more outer sticky gray terracottas will be brought right with 3 spruce planks. Top one will be brought right with 4. Pretty simple. Now you want to place another row of spruce planks off the right of this, and then extend that forward by 1. You can then extend that. Ooh. I would bring that row of 4, actually, that frontermore row, up an additional block at the, actually at both of those blocks, the front and the back ones, like that. So if you look at it from kind of a weird angle, you have this. It almost looks like a lip around the, snout. Which I guess it kind of is. You can then bring that entire front row right with another row of spruce planks. And then take the bottom 3 blocks and bring them each right by an additional 4. So now we have a shape. Take the right 2 blocks, that's crazy, and bring them each up by 2, and then you'll connect the top row together. So you have just a little hole in the middle, pretty much. Well, it's not really the middle. It's one above the middle. In the right block of this hole, you'll place a white concrete, and the left block, you'll actually get rid of that white concrete. Not the one that you placed, the one in your hotbar, and get out black concrete and place it in the left one, like that. There you go. At the far right of this, you can bring this top right corner up with 2 additional spruce planks. Now, this is where the fun starts. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, okay, I can confirm that. So, what I'm going to tell you to do is at the right side of this, the entire thing you want to bring right a block. Or back a block, sorry, not right a block, back a block, like that. You want to, at the 3rd block down at that more backish row, you want to place a birch plank moving now right. And then you can bring that down by 4. Bring that row of birch out a row. And you actually want to destroy the bottom of that. So it'll be 4. It'll be a 2 by 4. Like so. Now, you want to bring, basically, I'm going to use the birch to mark this. And that might be stupid, but whatever. Yeah, because that'll work. Wait, will it work? Oh, no, it kind of won't. Okay, never mind. So you want to bring, basically, the snout, which is the furthest left section we made. The first one we made. You want to bring that back 1 block. I think I actually, no, maybe I didn't screw this up. I don't know. So it'll just be this section. The birch and the actual head will be brought back by kind of 2. Now, I say kind of because you have this, like, really weird bracket shape. But, basically, the rest of this will be brought back all kind of together, and it wants to extend 1 block further off the back than the snout does. And when you kind of hit, you'll obviously fill in the top as well. But when you hit the top 2 blocks, that's these 2, you kind of want to leave a gap, and then at the far back one, you want to place another kind of 2 up like that. So you do have, it's uneven, and I'm aware of that, but unless you wanted to make them like 1 block each like that, then I mean, you could do that, although I think having it like this is a little bit better, because I like the thicker ear. And also fill in the back when you do it. And then again, the birch will also come back, and the birch will be in line with everything, like that. Make sure the bottom, top, right, back, left, all are filled in completely. So there's no holes in this horse head. Now, I suppose what you can do is you can take, at the left side, you can take this yellow terracotta, and you can just bring it up till it touches the horse head. At the right side, you can bring this poor guy up with 5 yellow terracotta, and then up with 3 black wool. Now, you'll take the middle block of that previous row of 3, and you'll bring it left 1, and then up 2. Take the middle of that row of 3, left 1, up 2. So that'll basically give you a kind of cutout in the middle here. This cutout you want to fill in with black stained glass panes. I told you, man, it's weird. This is a weird one. I would have just, like, started with the front if it were any normal one, but I think having the sides marked out helped us a lot because we can kind of, like, use the sides to almost frame the front. Because, I mean, you saw, we went across the front. I don't know. It's just a weird shape in general. This one's definitely different. This one and the ocelot, I think, are the two interesting ones right now. The rabbit's also pretty interesting. Now, from here, you want to look at this from a top view. And you basically want to fill in the roof with black glass. Now, this is also why I did the back wall first. Well, although it doesn't matter until now, I guess. But you basically want to take the outer rows of this back wall. So, like, the top and then, obviously, the diagonals. And you'll just bring those diagonals and stuff forward with black glass. You do have a little bit. You have the black wool at the front to mark up with. But really, from here, it's just like, you know, you're just kind of connecting to the horse head, which is easier to figure out from the front. Or, sorry, the back, not the front. Definitely not the front. Unless you just know. I mean, despite the huge, like, 2-month gap. Yeah, about 2 months. You know, these are pretty self-explanatory, and I think once you get them down, it's kind of easy. Just how does the front change? And this one was a little bit of a wild change. Also, I'll explain it something in a second here. So there you go. That's actually the outside already done. That was really easy. By the way, this black wool here is supposed to be like a tail. I originally had it going down further, but it looked really dumb. So I think that's a pretty good spot. Because that kind of evens it out, too, since there's, you know, that is actually the snout's taking up, or so far, to that side. The asymmetry is starting to kind of play in my favor. I'm really liking how it's turning out. Anyway, come inside. And the first thing you want to do is clear inventory. And you want to get out. Let's start with this side. Stripped dark oak wood. That's not even the right one. I got stripped spruce. You need stripped dark oak. Mud bricks. Mud brick walls. Red nether brick slabs. Red nether brick blocks. I did not mean to open that. Spruce stairs. Hay bales. I always forget where they are. They should be in nature. I think they should be in nature. Water buckets, and we'll go just for fun. We'll get out a flowering azalea. Now, this is kind of an optional thing. I'll talk about that later, though. Anyway, you want to come to the back left-hand corner of this build, and you want to count right by 3 and place a mud brick. Then leave another, then count right by another 4, and then place another mud brick. What we do to one mud brick, we do to both. So just keep that in mind. You'll bring one of the mud bricks, whichever one, actually both, sorry. You want to bring each one forward with a mud brick wall, and then a mud brick. Bring either mud brick now up with another mud brick wall, and then each mud brick wall there up with a mud brick. Not the middle one. You'll then connect those top ones together with mud brick walls, kind of like that. Place our stripped dark oak wood in front of each of these, and these will all be vertical facing. Now, ignore the whole thing about doing it symmetrically, because this next step is a little bit strange. Hold on, let me get a good image. Okay, here it is. In front of the top stripped dark oak wood, you want to place an upside-down red nether brick slab, and then bring it up by 1. If you know what to do from here, just go for it. The bottom right slab, this one right here, will be brought right 1, so that's an upside-down 1. And then you'll bring this one and I guess the left side of this one, you'll bring them each kind of, you know, to each side with a red nether brick. And then you'll place in from that upside down red nether brick slab with a slab on top. And then this left one, you'll bring that upside down slab left with a block, like so. Then you can bring that whole roof arrangement back until it touches the back wall. And that includes upside down slabs where you can. You can't really do all of them, obviously, but the ones that you can, you do. Because that's usually how that works. So what is this comment I just got? I don't know. I saw it and I noticed it when I was making this and I don't know what it was. Anyway, only in that 3x3 area, you want to break the 4x3, not 3x3. You want to break the floor and replace it with hay bales. Now, I'd also do under this mud brick wall because I just find that logical. Now, and I'm going to say this, I'm no horse expert. I'm not an expert to any of these animals. I mean, I know they like hay. Although this would more so serve as straw, because I feel like usually when I see zoo stuff, they have straw to sleep on. So, you know. And you could obviously do something to make this a little bit more covered, because, you know, anyone can just, like, stare at them while they're sleeping. Which, you know, personally, if I were a horse, I really would not want to be watched when I'm sleeping. You know, those fight or flight instincts will kick in a little bit. Although that's just me. Anyway. Come to the back right of this, and off of this mud brick here, you'll place a spruce stair facing right. Then you'll place going across the back, 2 facing back, and then 1 facing left. And then you want to waterlog all of those. Now make sure you don't waterlog them like this way. Okay, never mind. It didn't do it. Just don't... Okay, I don't know what the issue is. Is it that? Okay, I don't know. Maybe you don't want water here, I think, is the problem. Or there's some weird thing where it'll, like, flow out. So just make sure that you're, like, you know... not having that happen. Although, I don't know what the issue is that normally causes that. Hold on, let me... Is it that? It might be this. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. Basically, don't break anything. Anyway, I'd leave a 1 block gap from that, and I'd place 2 hay bales moving forward. Then I'd go right 1, forward 1, right 1. And then basically this little corner we have, I'd bring each of these blocks up with 2 hay bales, and that corner up with another one. Nothing really specific here. It's just kind of do what you want. Most of my tutorials are not to be followed perfectly. Like, let's say you're like, oh, this is a dumb, by the way, this is like a water thing where then go slurp and drink water. But, like, you know, like that. If you want to make a better design, go for it. I mean, I'm only here for the basics. I don't care if you hate this build, but you're like, okay, yeah, this is a cool idea. Let me, you know, use this general concept. Sure, go for it. Obviously, don't steal my build entirely. That's a whole different story. Yeah. I don't think that needs to be said, though. Anyway, from those hay bales on the right side, you'll leave a 4 block gap moving forward. So on this 5th block here, you'll break. You'll break another one forward, and then you'll break 2 left of either of those. From the back or more row, you'll break 1 left, back, right, back, and then you'll come back forward 1 and then right 1, and then you can just fill this in with water. Okay, that was weird. I love auto-saving. And I'm actually going to make sure these 2 red concretes here are yellow terracotta. Because, yeah. I don't like that. Now, what I did was off the front... you have kind of the 2 here at the left. Off the front more one, I placed a flowering azalea. And okay, I did not mean to waterlog it. That's... You can waterlog the... Why? Anyway, you want to clear inventory and get out bone meal. I bone mealed that sucker. I got a much better result here. This one's going back. The other one was going left, which is a little bit weird. And then kind of just, you know, the usual, go around and bone meal some of this. And then you might have some gaps in your bone meal, which, I mean, obviously, that's kind of how bone meal works. What I do in those, I'd actually place some double tall grass. Just get a little bit of double tall grass in there. It just adds a little bit more dynamic and a little bit more... little less flatness, you know, despite a very flat area in general. Because, like, you see, there you go, you have this. Is that everything? I think that's everything, yeah, that's all I did. Obviously you have space, so if you want to, you know, use it, then go for it. Add a little wheat farm or whatever, even around that. Be kind of cautious with what you do, though, because you don't want to overcrowd it, because horses are also very big. Speaking of which, though, you do want to get out a spawn horse egg, and I'd place... Oh, I got a child! I'd place 2 horses. You can do 3, I'll actually do a third. Oh, wait, oh, he almost just, like, gave up. He literally almost just abandoned his... Yeah, bro is indecisive. Who do you want to be your mommy? This is an interesting discussion. Anyway, but yeah, once you've done that, ladies and gentlemen, that is your horse zoo enclosure complete. Also, what I was going to mention earlier, which I forgot, the math might not work out perfectly anymore. I originally had it where we'd have perfect lines of 8. That might not work because the sniffer is getting added, so that's going to throw off my whole system. So I might just rework it and see if I can throw, like, every mob in, because I was trying to leave out a few for that intention. But, like I said, I should have thought about the whole update thing. But, yeah, thank you guys for watching this video, and hope you guys did enjoy this video. Have a fantastic rest of your day or night, and I will see you on the next one. Peace!